Welcome everybody to the ESL Open Cup number 9 on the Asia server. In the top left corner, from Remember the Game, it's the pink Zerg volume. And in the bottom right corner, as the blue Terran, currently up 1-0 in this best of 3, it's the Alpha Dragon, PotatoPleb. It's my honor to be here tonight. Thank you for joining me. It's been a bit of a long wait. PotatoPleb sending out 3 SCVs onto the map. He's going to proxy racks. Volume sending out a drone scout. This is not standard in Zerg vs Terran. I can only imagine what went down game number 1 to prompt this, but probably something similar. He's going to scout that there is no barracks in the wall of the Terran, and it's all going to be about how he reacts from here and how he reads the situation. He should send the drone in to see if there's a gas, because this is not going to be a 2 racks Reaper. It is indeed going to be 3 racks Marine. The first 2 barracks will finish here for sure. Volume still has time. No, he started his pool late. He went for a hatch first build. Despite what he scouted, he's not going to cancel that second hatchery, nor does he necessarily need to, but he does need to intercept the SCVs as they head up the ramp, pull some drones, and make sure that a bunker does not go up. There's a second drone here to intercept the SCV at the front, and there's the drone pull from Volume. This is really beautiful. PotatoPleb sending in the second SCV, and the third is soon to follow. PotatoPleb getting an orbital back home, and the bunker goes down. Now, there's still time for Volume to shut this down. The Marine is zoned out by the drones. This many drones will be able to kill the Marine without losing any of their number. Second Marine comes up the ramp. This is a very nice hold for Volume so far, but he needs to tap this drone on to the SCV building the bunker. Down it goes. PotatoPleb needs to micro the SCV onto the bunker and finish it up. There he goes. Volume gonna have 8lings out, doing a beautiful job of defending so far, but he still has a long way to go. 3 Marines can take down these drones. They're going to stutter step toward the bunker. A nice round on the first Marine, gets it down, but 1 Marine will reach the bunker here, and it's gonna stand strong for a while. The SCV is gonna begin repairing, but 2 drones pulled to fight it. In Volume has held this aggression from PotatoPleb. Volume gonna counterattack with lings across the map. PotatoPleb is pulling most of the boys. He's leaving a couple mining and relying on a mule here. They're going to get some early tags onto the lings. Lings being pulled to fight the boys. While the rest rally home, Marines go up the ramp. They're gonna be caught between a rock and a hard place here. Okay, 3 lings go down, but there's 3 queens here to intercept. I don't know that PotatoPleb has enough to break this. Okay, it's gonna fight with the SCVs against the lings. But this is going to be a very, very, very tough nut to crack. 3 queens and a spine going to make this a very tanky defense. Volume swarms onto the Marines. GG is called, and Volume evens up. In the bottom right corner of Triton, as the pink Zerg, it's Volume. And in the top left, as the blue Terran, it's PotatoPleb. The score is 1-1. One of these players is going to move on to the round of 32, where they will face Parting. The other will fall here in the round of 64. PotatoPleb. Going for a standard Reaper expand this time around. Volume is sending out a drone scout again. This is, again, I gotta stress, this is unusual. He's probably worried that PotatoPleb is a cheesy player. However, this is a lot of lost mining time for the Zerg. It eliminates any chance at early game aggression, even if your opponent has holes in their defense. Yeah, he's just scouting all over for a proxy. But I feel like just sending your second Overlord out to this location and then rallying it across the map to, like, here, get a scout of your opponent's base is the most efficient way to do that. Of course, PotatoPleb could hide a proxy up here or something, but, like, it's just going to be delayed. You'll be able to see the bunker anyway, and this is just, you know, a critical delay to any build Volume might be going. He is way overreacting here. There's no cheese going on. PotatoPleb just Reaper expanded, and, you know, I think Volume, I think the cost of this is late ling speed, I believe, if I'm doing my math right here. Okay, PotatoPleb's Reaper barreling down the map. Lings will not be operational in time to meet this. 3 drones very vulnerable in the nat. PotatoPleb isn't having any of it. Volume trying to take a third here. PotatoPleb doing a nice job of zoning, so Volume is going to take the better third location in any case. Not too much delayed there, but, you know, you really want your third going down at like the 210 to 220 mark, but Volume just so delayed here in like absolutely every area. He's forced to take it around the 3-minute mark, but given that he was going to take it around the 3-minute mark, it's not too delayed from that, about 6 or 7 seconds. Our Terran going for Hellions, getting up a starport behind this, and the starport's going to swap onto the Tech Lab. Now, this could be for a Banshee play. There's Cloak, there's a Banshee. So we very well might see an Armory following this, you know, 6 to 8 Hellions, and an attack on Volume's third. Volume is going to go for a Ling Flood, though, sitting on a very low 24 workers. Given that there's no roaches or anything behind this, it is going to be a full-on Baneling bust. PotatoPleb has a pretty good chance of holding this. He's getting up his wall. There is still a hole there, but depending on the micro of these Hellions, they could kite all these Lings back. They do need to make sure they don't get caught in a corner and surrounded, but the Reaper Grenade is going to save them. They're going to back up to the wall, and the Lings do not want to engage through here. The Hellions can just sit and laugh at them all day. There's a Banshee out now, which could poke out and take down any attempted Baneling morph. And Volume's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to sneak out 10 workers now. However, you know, Cloak's almost here. A second Banshee is going to be on the map, and the Armory is about to finish for PotatoPleb. So he's just going to continue with his plan for a Hellbat move out. Volume does have that Baneling nest, so he's not totally dead yet. He can morph defensive Banelings, get good connections, but the Queen count is a little bit anemic, and he's going to pop about 3 more drones, so that's 38. You really, like, want at least full 2-base saturation with 3 gas here. There are defensive spores at the nat, at the third. He did scout these Banshees with his Lings, but this is a very, very, very strong push coming out here from PotatoPleb. PotatoPleb morphing some Hellbats, gonna walk down the ramp. One of these Banshees takes quite a beating from the Spore, but, you know, it's not dead. You can still put out damage just as good as the uninjured Banshee. PotatoPleb attempts to split his Hellbats as best as possible, and he is going to keep 4 of them alive. Banshees closing into the nap. Queen not focus firing here. It's going to retreat, but that doesn't really help it at all. Oh no, the Spore takes down the injured Banshee, but the Hellbats are going to bully the remaining Queen here for volume up the ramp, and 2 of them hit the drone line. 10 drones have gone down so far. That means PotatoPleb has the worker lead here. He is not all in anymore by any means. He can totally transition out of this, take a third, and as a matter of fact, that's exactly what he's doing. A third CC finishing behind us for the Terran. Volume trying to get up Hydra, but it's not working out too well for him. He did trade out the Banshees, but 14 drones go down. 2 Hellions still harassing these Lings down, and if they kite backwards, they could take out the Hydra, but it looks like PotatoPleb might just want to disengage here and continue getting farther ahead. The 3rd orbital halfway finished for the Terran. Volume trying to catch up in workers, sneaking out a Hydra here or there, but he just doesn't have the gas economy to sustain this. Even more drones are going to be toasted. Some Lings going down as well. Actually, not the best trades here for PotatoPleb, but he will back out. More factories going down for the Blue Terran. More supply depots. He's not going to get supply blocked for a really long time. A 4th base under construction. Potato beginning to meal up his 3rd. Volume has caught up in the worker count, but remember, Terran is still ahead because of those mule calldowns. The worker den going down here for Volume. Hellbat's going to morph pretty far out at the Xel'Naga Tower, and this is a full-on Hellbat tank push. This is the first Volume is going to see for of this, and he's just morphing his Banelings now. If PotatoPleb doesn't wait and he goes in, this is all dead. There's the scan. And these Hydra don't really have anything to block for them. They're going to eat tank shots. Oh no, Banelings do hatch and they do get good connections, but PotatoPleb still has too much here. There's no way Volume can overrun this tank position. PotatoPleb's going to keep inching forward. Only 5 more Hydra on the production tab here. Volume is going for a Spire. He will be able to get out about 6 Muta. They're going to take a little bit of time to hatch here. And of course, oh my god, 3 tank shots take out like all of the Hydralisk. PotatoPleb repositioning the tanks, Volume trying to evac the drones. Down goes the 3rd base for Volume. 3 of those 5 hatching Hydra get gunned down. And Volume is all in on these Mutalisk. This remaining Hydra force will be able to zone PotatoPleb out of the Nat, but these Muta have a lot of work to do. I don't think there's enough DPS here to stop these marauding Hellbats. PotatoPleb has plenty of time to react to this back home. He's morphing a planetary at his 4th location. He's going to have time to get up missile turrets. Actually, he's not even bothering with the missile turrets. He's going straight into Thor's. Volume gets rid of the high ground vision, and he will hold at the Nat. He does have this third over here, but he's going up against a 4-base Terran, and now there's Liberators in the sky. They actually could turn around and kill these 3 Muta, but PotatoPleb, not really paying attention to him, is going to lose them pretty much for free. Hero SCV throwing away that extractor. Volume going for an attack at the 4th base. First Thor is on the field here for PotatoPleb. He has 2 more coming up. He is going to go for missile turrets in the main, in the Nat, and at the 3rd. While the Thors try to push out and defend this 4th, they will be able to. Liberator still in the sky here to help out as well. And these Muta are pretty tightly packed if it got a shot off. He's Hydra getting quite a few kills, but PotatoPleb sneaks Hellbats into the 3rd of his opponent. Gonna tie down 2 Mutalisks who are just tickling them. The rest of the Muta come back home to clean this up. But will he get the 3rd hatch? No, there's not enough DPS here. However, 22 drones is pretty dramatic. PotatoPleb still ahead, 17 workers. And he has cleaned up the aggression of Volume, and he still has this planetary 4th. Volume is going to try and engage with the Muta, but the Thor count is just too high here. Another one halfway finished in the factory. More tanks, more Hellions coming out for the blue Terran. This 4th is a little bit vulnerable. And the Muta are going to find some undefended SCVs, but okay, PotatoPleb is actually going to turn around and go back home. Hydraling was able to pick off his 3rd orbital while the Muta killed the 4th. That's actually not very good here for a blue Terran. But, I mean, Volume isn't in a much better position. He has no way to engage this army. There's nothing on the field that can engage this, so he's just going to counter across the map for a base race. Taking advantage of the fact that PotatoPleb's forces here are highly immobile. There's no way they can go back and defend. No, Volume turns around! I think this is exactly the wrong decision. PotatoPleb has, like, okay, he has 2 tanks at the front, but nothing in the main and nothing in the Nat, and these guys are on the low ground. Volume could have overran the tanks and at least tried to force a base race, but he's clumping his Muta, eating Thor shots, and these Hydra on the ground aren't going to do so well against the tanks. Volume just producing 5 Hydralisks. He has a couple lurkers here, but he is down to 3 base, and this one is not looking too healthy. The Zerg has no counterattack potential. Liberator picks off the lurker on the high ground. The second one not bird. There it is. It's going to be able to tickle these Thors a little bit, but there's just too much here for the turn. Well, he's buffed out PotatoPleb. He's going to back down the ramp, but get a mule to repair. GG. And PotatoPleb takes the